she kept this secret for 25 years, until one DM changed everything. The first female rapper to ever go platinum was hiding something bigger than her next hit record. This is the story of how Da Brat broke the internet by following her heart. In a world where timing is everything, she proved that sometimes the best chapters start at page 45. Let's take it back to 1994. Baggy jeans, boomboxes, and a young artist from Chicago about to make history. Da Brat wasn't just another rapper. She was a force of nature. Funkdafied drops, and suddenly, the game changes. First female solo rapper to go platinum. But behind those fierce lyrics and that confident smile, a story was waiting to be told.
We've been missing you. What's going on with the music? We got to get some more music on the airwaves.
Listen, I'm in the studio every other night. I live there. I sleep there. Me and JD been working on stuff. I've been working on stuff with a whole bunch of different people. I did some stuff with Missy a couple of weeks ago. Trina, Shauna, Vita. We doing our thing out here. So you're going to hear it soon. I'm working on a TV show. I'm executive producing a TV show.
Is it reality or is it scripted?
I did one that's scripted and a reality one. Because, see, you can do both.
Are you acting in it?
I guess it's kind of acting. It's funny shit, kind of.
So you are known as the first female rapper to go platinum. What do you think it takes to be legendary besides, taking an accolade like that?
Yo, it takes hard work to be legendary. You got to be in the game for years, and you got to have that longevity, that staying power. Like, I'm blessed to still be here, that people even still sing my songs and know who I am. To me, that's longevity. Like MC Light, longevity. Queen Latifah, longevity. Missy Elliott, longevity.
What do all of you ladies have in common though? Like, it's something there.
Probably that drive, and we all got love for each other, and we support each other. Like, I could call Missy today and talk to her, or vice versa.
So what do you feel about the new female rappers? Who do you feel like will stick around and be like you guys and have 20 years in the game?
Oh man, I definitely feel like Nicki gonna have longevity. I'm not sure about Iggy, but right now she dope. I'm not sure, because I haven't really heard her spit, and spitting is coming back. You know what I'm saying? So Nicki spits. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a rapper myself, a true lyricist. So I like when you saying something.
Now, when you dress up more girly, people like the brand fine. Like, how do you feel when people think like that? Are you just more comfortable just with your sweats on like that?
Oh yeah, I'm more comfortable like this. Of course, who wouldn't be more comfortable in sneakers than heels? But
I love my heels.
you do? You,
I'm working today.
Oh no, nigga, them ain't no heels though.
I'm working today. I'm working.
I don't mind wearing mine either. I like the shock factor of it. I like dressing up and letting people be like, "Oh shit, that's the Brat." That's my favorite part of it.
So, give me your favorite memory with Mariah. You and Mariah still cool, right?
Yeah. Oh, my favorite memory. One time I stayed at her house and we woke up and she was like, "I want to go to Disney World." So she called a helicopter, and an hour later we was on top of the Empire State Building getting picked up on a helicopter and taken to Disney World and landed on the property of Disney World just to go on the Tower of Terror.
That's boss bitch shit right there. That's a boss.
Right.
So, what about Jermaine Dupri?
Oh my God, I got so many with JD. JD is my brother. Without JD, there would be no Brat. He believed in me, and I think loyalty is everything, and I'm gonna always be so deaf. I think mine with JD is it took him like 6 years to finally tell me he loved me. Like, I'm a real loving person. I'm real emotional. I'll be like, "Nigga, I love you," and he'd be like, "Oh, Brat, you crazy." So after like 4 years, he finally said it one day, and I swear it felt like the best day of my life because that's all I wanted him to say. I grew up with my family telling me they love me, so if you love me, goddamn it, tell me. So that was my
25 years of hits, 25 years of touring, 25 years of keeping a part of herself locked away. Why? Because in the 90s hip-hop world, some truths seemed too risky to tell. But here's the thing about truth. It doesn't care about your timeline. And in 2020, truth was about to make its grand entrance. Picture this. It's 2020. The world is locked down. Instagram becomes everyone's window to the world. Da Brat, the same fierce rapper who gave us Funkdafied, is scrolling through her feed when something catches her eye. A beauty empire CEO named Jessica Judy Da Brat is doing the impossible, building a multi-million-dollar hair care empire during a pandemic. But it wasn't the business success that made Da Brat stop scrolling. It was something else. Something that would change both their lives forever. Let's talk about Judy for a minute. Self-made millionaire. CEO of Kaleidoscope Hair Products, a woman who turned $500 into an empire. She wasn't just selling hair products, she was selling confidence, authenticity, the ability to be unapologetically yourself. Sound familiar? Because that's exactly what Da Brat had been rapping about for decades. Sometimes the universe has a sense of humor about these things. Or, their first interaction, it wasn't about love at all, it was about business. A simple DM about hair products. But you know how some conversations just hit different? How sometimes you can feel the electricity through the screen? That's what happened here. One message became two. Two became 20. Soon, they were talking every day. But here's where it gets interesting. Da Brat, the same artist who could command any stage, found herself nervous, hesitant, because this wasn't just about falling in love, it was about finally being ready to show the world her whole self. And Judy? She was already out, proud, and changing the game in her own way. The question wasn't just, are they ready for each other? It was, is the world ready for them? So, the first meeting was like something out of a movie. Da Brat flew to Judy's hometown, supposedly for a business meeting, but both of them knew this was different. The chemistry? Immediate. The connection? Undeniable. But the fear? That was real too. Because when you've spent 25 years building a certain image, the thought of changing it is terrifying. But here's the thing about real love. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't check your timeline. It doesn't care about your carefully constructed plans. It just shows up, and suddenly, all those fears that seemed so big, they start looking pretty small. March 2020. The world is shutting down, but Da Brat is finally opening up.
Me. And then she surprised me at one of my tour stops when I was on tour teaching entrepreneurs. So she popped up on me. Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing promo for Miracle Drops, and she was in Atlanta doing a tour, and I was like, I wanted to see the woman who I was, doing the promo for, and I go into this place, and it's like packed. It's like a convention center packed, and I'm like, okay, what does this lady do? I thought she sold hair products. And it took her like 30 minutes to get to me. I'm sitting there waiting like, I know I'm not going to need this long to pack. But she was signing autographs and taking pictures. I was like, okay. So I patiently waited. When she finally got over to me, I was like, okay, it's crazy in here. Oh, I'm going to the studio, so let's link later.
And did you know at that time that she was the one?
No, I had no idea. I didn't even know she was interested at that time. She had been around every celebrity, a lot of celebrities doing promo for her and stuff. So I just thought, she wanted me to do more promo.
So did you know she was gay? And did you know she was gay?
I didn't know she was. No. Did you know I was? I wasn't out the closet yet, but everybody feel like they knew.
So I told her I was interested in her. So I didn't know if she was gay or not, but I was going to find out when I said it.
Oh my God. Yes. That night.
Yeah, she said, let's link,
did.
right? She said, let's link later. So I thought she was meaning,
no,
let's link later.
That
So when I met up with her and I was like, oh, she was trying to do business. I was like, okay, well, maybe I need to tell her what I'm here for.
I would never be that blunt with somebody like, yo, let's link later. No.
Yeah.
I would be very respectful.
I was
like that. So she gets there, we're talking about hair stuff and and she goes, I'm interested in you. And I'm like,
not exactly. So we were talking about things that we interested in. So she was telling me stuff that interests her, and I said, well, I'm interested in you.
And oh man, it messed me up, Monica. It's just so threw me. I was so lost. I mean, oh my goodness, I burnt a hole in the couch. I tried to pour me some drink to calm my nerves down. I poured it and missed my whole mouth. Like, it was so embarrassing. I had butterflies. I was nervous. I was shaking. I looked in the mirror like, girl, you get yourself together. You the brat. What are you doing? But yeah, it messed me up because I had never had anybody just say, I'm interested in you. Like, bam, like that. Like, I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't know what to do with myself.
How
does she improve you? Oh my goodness. She makes me better 100%. Oh man, my anger, she helps me think about my anger. She helps me to be more grateful for the little things. She helps me with my patience. She helps me not stress about things. Like the other day, I was in the baby room and I left the water running because I was washing bottles and it ran through to the basement and it made the basement leak. And she wasn't there and I called her. I was panicking. I was upset. She said, let it go. Don't live in it. Don't live there. We'll get it fixed. Let it go. You're gonna have a great day today. She makes me think about financials better. She just makes me really think. I feel like a full blown adult being her wife. She teaches me so much, and I think that's what's so great about it. And because I love her so much, I'm willing to listen. You know, and I don't like to listen to a lot of people. I like to have my way and do things my way, but she makes a lot of sense, and everything she says is almost right. Almost.
Jessica,
What about the Brat?
I was fortunate enough to watch an amazing love story with my parents. And inexperienced in life, I never thought that I would be able to see that again or see that for myself. And then getting with her, I've now not only been able to experience a great love story, but a better love story than
One Instagram post. That's all it took to change everything. A video of Judy surprising her with a Bentley for her birthday. But it wasn't the car that had people talking. It was the look in Da Brat's eyes. The kind of love that can't be hidden anymore. The response? Overwhelming. Messages poured in from fans, from fellow artists, from young people who finally saw themselves represented. Because this wasn't just a coming out story, it was a coming home story. And home? Home is wherever you can finally be yourself. 2/22/22, a date that reads like poetry. And on this perfect palindrome of a day, they made history their own way. 2 horse-drawn carriages, 2 stunning brides, 1 revolution in white lace. The guest list read like a who's who of entertainment. Jermaine Dupri, Lisa Ray McCoy, Portia Williams. But the real stars? The smiles that couldn't be contained, the tears that couldn't be held back, the love that couldn't be denied anymore. But this fairy tale? It was just getting started, because Da Brat and Judy weren't just planning a wedding, they were planning a family. And at 49, Da Brat was about to embark on her most daring adventure yet, motherhood. Let's talk about courage. Not the kind it takes to perform in front of thousands, the kind it takes to try for a baby at 49. Through IVF treatments, through complications, through society's raised eyebrows and whispered doubts. They documented every step, shared every struggle. Why? Because somewhere out there, someone needed to see it was possible. The journey wasn't easy. Multiple attempts, medical challenges, the kind of emotional roller coaster that tests everything you're made of. But here's the thing about Da Brat and Judy. They don't just break barriers, they shatter them. And in July 2023, they did it again. True legend Harris Dupart, a name that carries history in every syllable. Born into a world that his mothers helped make a little bit braver, a little bit more accepting. Through emergency C-section, through recovery, through those first sleepless nights, they shared it all. Because this wasn't just their victory, this was a victory for everyone who's ever been told, too late, too different, too much. But this power couple, they're just getting started. While Judy's Kaleidoscope hair products continues to revolutionize the beauty industry, Da Brat is showing the world what modern motherhood looks like. From board meetings to bottle feedings, from studio sessions to story time, they're rewriting the rules of what family can look like. Their social media has become a masterclass in authenticity. No filters on the tough days, no hiding the challenges, just real love, real family, real life. And people can't get enough. Why? Because in a world of carefully curated perfection, real is revolutionary.
If I have to say that first in my faith, I felt like anything is possible. I didn't have this plan for my life at all. It's not like I said, when I grow up, I want to be a millionaire. When I grow up, I want to, that I never said that. I've never said that. I feel like I was a hairstylist, and I was cool with making sure that each year my income, my revenue grew by 15-20% or so. I never saw all of this. I felt like I don't take it for granted that God has blessed me with the opportunity to build a huge platform, nor do I take it for granted that God has also blessed me with the opportunity for my businesses to be very lucrative. So I understand that my blessings also come with responsibilities, and I think He feels I'm responsible enough to be able to do right by not only my platform but by my financial blessings and by all the opportunities that it gives me.
I love that. I love that so much. And now, with being an entrepreneur and a business owner, you've supported so many other business owners and so many other people in general. I think you're really into philanthropy in a sense, right? I know you hold the Guinness Book of World Records when it comes to the world's largest donation of hair care products in 24 hours. And that was at the Harlem Pride event, right? So why did you choose that event to break a world record?
Actually, that was something at the time that my team suggested. We were supposed to do it in New Orleans because I hold two records. The first one was the most toys donated within an hour. It was me and my friend Super that has the crayon case. So we had that. We broke that one in 2018 or 19. I'm not sure. One of those. So for me, the second one was supposed to be in New Orleans, but we wound up doing it in New York because we were having a lot of pride events there. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to make sure that we aligned it with our community, because who we gave it to, the specific foundation we gave it to, is a LGBTQ plus foundation. And I feel like a lot of stuff that isn't talked about is when people are transitioning, like when the girls are transitioning into becoming something else and the guys are transitioning into becoming something else, there is a lot of hair loss and there is a lot of different things for that. So I was just trying to touch that community.
I love that. I really do. Now, Kaleidoscope has done so well with hair products, and you see all these other brands, expanding. Like, for example, Fenty has done like 10,000 things, right? For example, do you see Kaleidoscope expanding, maybe like hair? Well, not hair, obviously. You guys do hair. Like maybe even like a wig line, or like makeup or a fragrance. I mean, look, bald head scallywags like myself, we need,
So for 2024, we are crossing the aisle. Can't tell you where, but we are crossing the aisle. Quite a few different things that we have never done before. I'm super excited about it because it goes along with our lifestyles already. It goes along with our mission. It goes along with what we already doing. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Okay, if it's anything for the bald head scallywags, just make sure you send it at my one. No, I'm just.
Mm-hmm. Now I got that for you already, though. You playing the miracle. If you want help, the miracle.
I don't. This was a choice. It was a choice.
If you do, because I know people be short by choice.
Yeah, for sure. Now I want to get into Kaleidoscope by Da Brat. This is
ripple effect. It's everywhere. Young artists in the hip-hop community finding the courage to be themselves. LGBTQ plus entrepreneurs seeing that success doesn't require hiding. Parents-to-be realizing that family planning doesn't have an expiration date. This isn't just a love story, it's a revolution in real time. Today, as true legend grows, his story is already legendary. Born to mothers who refuse to let fear write their story. Surrounded by love that broke every rule to exist. Part of a family that proves dreams don't have deadlines. But perhaps the most beautiful part? They're just getting started. Every Instagram post, every interview, every shared moment becomes another crack in the ceiling, another door opened, another possibility proven. So what's the real lesson here? Is it about love? About timing? About courage? Maybe it's about all of that. Maybe it's about realizing that your story isn't over until you say it is. That love doesn't have a timeline. That family doesn't have a formula. That authenticity might be the greatest hit you'll ever produce. If this story moved something in you, if it made you believe in second chances or late blooming love, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Because somewhere out there, someone is waiting to hear exactly this story. Someone is wondering if it's too late for their dreams. Someone is holding back their truth. Drop a comment below sharing your own story of love that broke the rules. Tell us about your late bloomers, your second chances, your unexpected miracles. Because every time we share these stories, we make it a little easier for someone else to write their own. Until next time, remember, it took Da Brat 45 years to find her perfect love story. It took 49 years to meet her son. And if there's one thing this journey teaches us, it's that the best chapters of your life might still be unwritten. The greatest love stories don't always start on page 1. Sometimes they start exactly when they're meant to. Stay tuned for more stories that prove it's never too late to rewrite your own rules. Because in this game called life, the real platinum hits are the ones written by the heart.